I was recently talking to one of my clients, and they were expressing some concern about not understanding what is it about social media um, that's so appealing, or it is such a big deal. How are people actually using social media, Twitter, Facebook, to help bring more business to my local business? And here's how I basically explained it. Um, 3% of any given market uh, is buying now, so to speak. Okay? 3% are in the market for what it is, your product or your service that you're offering. But then you've got 6 or 7% who are open to it, another 30% who are not thinking about it right now. You've got 30% who don't think they're interested, and you got finally 30% who know that they're not interested. So you got these varying degrees of people who are not necessarily buying right now. Let's let me look at let me illustrate this with a little bit of a different um, graph here to kind of explain. There was a study that was done um, on people following up with people who had submitted their names and contact information for bigger ticket items. And what they discovered, there's those who will buy, and then there's those who did not buy. Okay, so you've got these in this top quadrant who, and this was 50%. Okay, so 50% ended up buying eventually, and 50% ended up not buying. But then you had those who bought now, and then you had those who bought later. Later, boy. Trying to write with a mouse, this is not too good. Later. We'll just call this now and later. But what they discovered was that 15%, okay, kind of like my chart that I drew before, like 3% are buying now, 15% in this category bought now within a month or within a short period of time. But within a period of 18 months, or maybe even longer in some cases, 85% of the people ended up buying later. What this is telling us in a nutshell, and to try and be real brief with this idea and concept that I'm trying to get across, is that most people ended up buying later. Okay? This arena right here in this quadrant, because you don't care about these people, they never did buy. And these people are going to buy now. This is where we want it. This is where our marketing, our advertising likes to focus, is in this little quadrant here. But this little golden area right here is where most of your people will end up buying. So what this study illustrates is the power or the importance of follow-up, the importance of establishing relationships. And so when it comes to social media, what you're attempting to do is you're not selling anything, you're building relationships. Occasionally you pop in there and say we've got a promotion going on, and it depends on the nature of your business, but the power of social media really comes from its ability to communicate with your audience and to establish a relationship with them so that at that time, when they are ready to buy, they're thinking of you. You come to their mind. Okay? So social media is mostly about this little quadrant right here, which is capitalizing on focusing your attention on the people who may not be ready right now necessarily, but you do know that eventually a lot of people, more people than are buying now, are going to be buying later. And what you want to do with your social media is establish some kind of a relationship with them. And that's what Twitter and Facebook and Yelp and reviews and ratings, that's what these things help you to do, is focus on these people that you want to have a relationship with over time.